Let's get all the kids up.
My sponsors look.
Take a look at this beefy V-twin. Yes, a Harley-based motor. It's not a motor you'd expect to see in a dirt bike chassis, but it's a hill climber. My man Erik out here,
Hey.
60 years young.
Thank you.
Still getting it done. You're the only competitor that chooses to run a Harley-based motor.
Well, I'm the only one this year in the series. There is another Harley that's not being run. It's up for sale, but this one's going to be run.
What's it like to ride this thing?
I can't explain. I'll say it's like the 8th dimension, something that you can explain till the cows come home, but you have to experience it.
There you go. How big is this motor?
It's 127 inch.
Oh my gosh.
That's about 2,060 cc, so 1,000 cc's run into one cylinder.
Was it difficult to get that motor in this frame?
Well, basically everything was built around the motor, so this is a custom build from top to bottom, just like everything else out here.
This afternoon.
Beautiful machine.
Thank you.
Wheelbase. I see that you go with chains. You have the option to run just plain rubber back there or chains.
I do have that option, but since this motor produces an enormous amount of torques, it doesn't really feel the metal on the back. It just chains are magic. You know, they're like running on Velcro. So there's a lot of advantages to chains, and there's some disadvantages. And this bike loves the advantages.
What kind of chassis is this?
It's a custom build.
What parts did you use mainly? Did you take apart a specific motocross bike, or just use parts from everything?
Parts are based on Honda CRF 450,
Okay.
the front porch, the plastic, the subframe.
Here's the Honda CRF 450 frame that he talks about. Difficult to tune at all?
No, that's another reason why I run it. It's a single carburetor with 2 spark plugs. All these other guys are inline 4s with fuel injection, all this computer stuff. I don't have to deal with any of that. For the last 8 years I've been running this, I just change the air cleaner and change the oil. You know, basically, the motor doesn't spin that fast, so it doesn't wear out a motor. And you know, with a single carb, you do very minimal tuning. And it's a push rod motor, so it's very basic and a lot of, like I say, a lot of power, a lot of torque. So
well, you are dealing with a lot of horsepower and a lot of torque with a big beefy motor like this. But I gotta believe one of the disadvantages is weight. It's got to be heavier than some of the motocross engines, right?
Well, motocross engines, yes, but this is the unlimited class, and most of the bikes in this class weigh in around the same weight this does.
Okay.
So the weight disadvantage really isn't there. There isn't another advantage, though. Inline 4 motors that most of these guys run are wider. This is only 13 inches wide, and that actually is an advantage. So the width of the bike getting through ruts and between rocks and all that kind of obstacle, it makes it an easier bike to run.
That's great. And finally here at 60 years young, do people try saying, hey, you're too old for this?
All the time, constantly, yeah. And
Your response?
I think I have a 19-year-old brain, and I think I'll always live with that. But I think I still have a few more years left.
There you go. Good for you. This will keep you young, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Anything you like to add?
Just live life and be happy and healthy.
There you go, bud. Thanks a lot. Good luck to you.
All right, thanks.
There's chains, everything you need to get to the top of this massive hill here in Tracy, California. It's wild.